Inside, a woman waits. She is beautiful in a way that feels intentional, too symmetrical, too patient, too still. She invites lonely men in with a soft smile and tea poured with steady hands. They never leave. By morning, the house is gone. In its place, only thick spider silk hanging between trees, trembling in the wind. Long before she took human form, she was only a spider. Small, patient, invisible. She lived in the rafters of a tea house where men gathered to drink, boast and confess their disappointments. She watched them. Men who cursed wives at home but chased strangers with hungry eyes. Men who promised devotion yet counted coins more tenderly than hearts. Men who mistook possession for love. Spiders are creatures of waiting, and waiting teaches observation. It is said that when a spider survives long enough, 100 years, some say, it begins to understand human desire. And when it understands desire, it begins to mimic it. But mimicry alone does not grant transformation. Something more must be offered. One winter, the tea house owner fell into debt. To save his business, he made a quiet pact with something older than prayer. He burned incense not to gods, but to shadows. He asked for beauty that would draw men, and he asked for profit. He did not specify the cost. That night, the spider in the rafters descended, and something answered his request. Transformation requires a bridge. To become Jorōgumo, the spider must anchor itself to human weakness. The ritual is never written openly, but fragments survive in whispers. A web spun over a mirror, a drop of human blood caught in silk, a name spoken into darkness 3 times. Not of love, but of longing. The tea house owner, desperate, pricked his finger and let the blood drip onto the web hanging above his ledger. The spider drank, silk tightened, the mirror cracked, and the world shifted. In breaking the boundary between predator and prey, something unnatural occurred. The spider did not merely imitate a woman. It learned how to inhabit the shape of one, bones woven like silk, skin stretched over instinct, eyes reflecting not light but calculation. The first night she walked on 2 legs, the lanterns burned brighter. The house felt warmer. Men felt seen. That was the first fracture in the law of nature. Predator disguised as affection. Hunger disguised as intimacy. She called herself Aya. She laughed softly. She listened carefully. She remembered small details. Lonely men are easiest to weave around. She did not seduce with force. She seduced with understanding. Each visitor believed he was chosen. Each believed he was different. Each failed to notice the faint threads clinging to his sleeves by the time they felt resistance. It was too late. Silk is strongest when unseen. In her true form, Jorōgumo is vast, legs unfolding from beneath delicate robes, abdomen pulsing with stolen warmth. But the horror is not in the transformation, it is in realization. The moment a man understands he was never loved, only harvested. The moment he sees dozens of pale shapes wrapped in silk behind sliding screens. The moment he realizes the house was built from bones. Those who survive, few do, speak of a final whisper before the silk closes around their throats. You came willingly, and that is the true curse. Jorōgumo does not chase the innocent. She waits for the selfish, for those who confuse lust with connection, for those who feed on attention without offering loyalty. Her existence is not random. It is corrective. A reminder that desire, when unchecked, becomes its own snare. And somewhere in cedar forest where lanterns glow too warmly, a woman still waits. If she invites you in, ask yourself, are you seeking love, or are you simply hungry? Because she can tell the difference, and she feeds accordingly.